गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः, भद्रं पश्येमक्षभिर्यजत्राः, स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितैर्यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः, स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः, स्वस्ति नस्ताक्षो हरिष्ठनेमिः, स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्ददातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अग्नेनय सुपताराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेन भो इष्टान्ते नम भुक्तिं विदेम। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसि जायताम्, आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शूरैषभ्यो अतिव्याधि महारथो जायताम्, दोग्ध्रीं धेनुर्वोढान्नड्वान् आसु सप्तिः, पुरन्धिर्योषा ज्येष्णारतेष्ठाः, सभेयो युवा अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायताम्, निकामे निकामेन पज्जन्यो न वर्षतु फलवत्यो न भोषदयः, पच्यन्तां योगक्षेमो न कल्पेताम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुः, स्तोत्रमतो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि, सर्वो ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्, मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु। अनिराकरणम् अस्तु, अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु, तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु, ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम, नमस्ते।
Very nice. Today we have met for the Durga Saptasati, a very popular text drawn from the Markandeya Puranam containing 13 chapters, 3 charitas, Prathama Charitam, Ditiya Charitam and Tritiya Charitam. And the Durga Devi actually, she makes her presence before those two people, the Vaisya and Raja, the king, and grants them whatever they wanted. And to say that Saranagata Deenarti Paritrana Parayane Sarvasyarti Hare Devi Durge Devi Namostute. Saranagata Deenarti Paritrana Parayane Durge Devi Namostute. Sarvasya Arti Hare Devi. So Durga is taken to be a Jagadamba, and she is an executive officer, while Lalita Parameswari is the directive. And when you just study, for comparison's sake, the works by or the activity by Durga, the activity by Lalita, you have got a good mark of contrast. But however, Durga and Lalita are not separate, because as Durga Devi told in this Durga Saptasati, she says, Ekaivaham bhavam yatra dvitiya ka mama para. Mahishasura, when he says that you are so many, I am alone, how can I fight with you? She says, no, I am alone. Ekaivaham bhavami. I always exist as singular. There is no dual or pure plural for me. But if at all you want, I am going to withdraw all the executive, all other forces into me, and I become only one, Sarvashakti Samanvita. So this kind of thought would tell us that Adishakti Swarupini, she is all alone. And another important point is the Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, ordinarily they also get merged in the pralayam takes place. But because of Parameswari, her husband Shiva becomes a Sadasiva. And when he becomes a Sadasiva, he will be able to make a Pralaya Tandava, cause the deluge. And when he is doing that kind of Pralaya Tandava, then Sakshi is only Ammavaru. She is the only one spectator watching the dance, the Shiva Tandava Stotram, which we are doing on Sundays morning. So that Shiva, when he dances, who can see the Shiva dancing? Because it is a deluge dance and causing so much of change in the universe. Similarly, who can see Lord Lakshmi Narasimha were to laugh? And when supposing Narasimha Swami is known for Mruga, and if that Mruga, Simha, always ferocious and angry, if Narasimha Swami were to laugh, how does it be? That kind of laughter was visualized and described by another great poet by name Kalyam Lakshmi Narasimha Sarma in Kavi Komadi. The Nandi sloka is Attahasa of Narasimha Swami. He is being portrayed very beautiful. Damstra Rochihi. When he starts to talk, open the mouth, the teeth, the tooth, and the very powerful tooths or teeth are being visible. So thereby, Parameswara, Parameswari, they're always visible, invisible, experienceable, not experienceable, but beyond all these experiences is Jyoti. That's why we make a prayer, Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya, Amasato ma Sadgamaya, Mrutyor ma Amrutam Gamaya. So this Upanishadic sentence will tell you that we have to cross over the Asat and get into the Sanmarga. That is spiritual pathway. That track is known. So when once we enter into the track, then we are always trying to overcome the Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya. What is Jyoti? Jyoti is the ultimate candle of hope, light only. So we have light inside and there is light outside. But what light we have inside, the retina or whatever you talk, is the permanent one. Because of that, we can see everything outside. So Atma Jyoti and Paranjyoti. That Paranjyoti becomes Atma Jyoti, and ultimately the Atma Jyoti merges into Paranjyoti. That's why whenever that kind of ignorance and darkness is there, we have to enter into the Jyoti. And even Ammavaru, Durga Parameswari, as you see her origin, she was there appearing in the floodlight form. She was simply Tejo Rasi. She was only the very mass of complete light, luster, splendor, and radiance. And then slowly, as gods have reached her, she took a female form. Stri Saeva Nari Abhut. When she became a Nari, then all gods empowered her and requested her to remove the Rakshasa Badha for them, and the work goes. That's exactly we call about Durga. Because Markandeya Maharshi is also a great Srivijyopasaka and though he is a Pauranika, but that is trying to talk about the Purana, but he has got a wonderful chapter, 13 chapters, which are dedicated to absolutely for Durga Parameswari Adishakti Swarupini to be active in order to Artinasaya. That too, what Arti it is, not Sota Mota Artis, we can always approach others and all that. But when it is a Durga Arti, when it's a very tough, difficult, unsurmountable kind of grief or problem or calamity strikes to people, then only matching gods have got to come and then fight. That's why in Vishnu Sahasranamam, you come across all the male gods, male demons have been killed by Vishnu, and even male also. Some devotees are there who cannot be killed by male gods, who want. Then they mention not about female gods. Then the even female Parashakti also come into operation. Therefore, the male and female gods, as you can talk, both are active according as the desire of the bhaktas, and see that the dharmodharana takes place. So we keep on knowing more and more about Durga Amavaru. Sapta is an important number, 7. So the 7 is a number of success, and 7 is the number of activity, and 7 is a number which will enable all people to do something very difficult things. You can observe many people go abroad, many go far off places for jobs or any other conditions when their number is 7. So even the 1 to 9 numbers are very powerful. But 5 is also important because 1 to 4, 6 to 9 or 10, all these are being managed by the number 5. So anyway, in numerology also, we have all importance number 1 to 10 or even 9. So in that way, Durga is a 9 number, means her 7 number. So she is able to manage all. But her forms are 9 forms, Navadurga, Navavarna Puja, and Navakanyaka Puja, or Nava Suvasini Puja, etc. So this is the number is also important for Devi. And so this Durga Devi is really important. So there was a dialogue. We are before we start the Prathama Charitam, which contains around 70 and odd slokas, where the Madhukaitava Rakshasas were done with, because at that time the Madhukaitava Rakshasas were generated or born out of the ear wax of Narayana himself. That's what is called a Srotra Mala. Out of Mala, these two Rakshasas have been born. They have become extremely powerful, and in other words, they could be taken. The Madhukaitava Rakshasas could be taken as the sons or the children from Vishnu emanated. Therefore, and Brahma is also a son, but Brahma's status is different. And these two Rakshasas, they are also status. But the greed is there in Rakshasas. And because of the greed, because of their desire, ego, that they want to be superior, and there should not be anybody more superior than himself, than themselves. So that kind of greed for power, greed for supremacy, greed for controlling the whole universe by themselves all alone, etc., makes them to take some boons and misuse them too or abuse them ultimately. That's why the Danavas or Bhaktas, as you see in Lalita Sahasranamam, Dushta Danava Bhanjini. So when Danavas become Dushta, then only Bhanjana takes place. Anyway, I don't want to much spend. Let us go with the text. We have got the Durga Saptasati. Before we start, we are supposed to be aware of the Kavacha Stotram, Argala Stotram, and so this Kavacham, Argala, Kilakam, and Argala. So these are all the 3 sets of stotras which we have got to familiarize before getting to that. So the order is Kavacham, then we have got the Argalam, and then we have got the Kilakam. With these 3 stotras, we have to enter into the portals of Durga Parameswari's palace, because Durga Amavaru is a fire. Agni Sambhava Durga. Amavaru, Agnini, she is a fire. And therefore, to meddle fire, we have to take some kind of gloves or some protection to ourselves. Therefore, we have been given in the Vedic tradition some kind of shield to protect ourselves, and that again is being granted by Parameswari herself. So who can give the protection to us? Only Durga Parameswari herself has to give. Therefore, in 3 mantras, different rishis have come forward with different chandas and with different divided powers of Adishakti, namely Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. So Mahasaraswati is the Kilaka Devata, Mahalakshmi is the Argala Stotra Kilaka, I mean the shield, and here we have got for this particular Kavacham, Chamunda is the Kavacham. సో కవచం ఈజ్ ది ఆర్మర్. యుద్ధానికి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు మనము చెస్ట్ కవర్ చేసుకుంటారు, రిస్ట్ కవర్ చేసుకుంటారు, భుజాలు కవర్ చేసుకుంటారు ముఖ్యంగా, అండ్ పొట్టకు కూడా ఒకటి వేసుకుంటారు, చెస్ట్ పొట్ట. సో ఇవన్నీ కవర్ చేసుకొని యుద్ధానికి వెళ్తారు. సో దట్ దే డోంట్ గెట్ ఎక్స్పోజ్ టు ఇంజురీ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿಲಿ, ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಜುರಿ ಇರೋದು. When cricket started, history of cricket, that was some kind of physical attack also before they throw the ball to the batting person. But slowly the cricket game also, sport also got improved, improvised, and now it is very safe to people wear shield for the knee and leg and also to helmet for the head and so on, so that they don't be easily exposed to that. In same manner, whenever a fearful fight, fearful sport, fearful game, meddling with the ball, it's not an ordinary ball, tennis ball, it's a cork ball, you remember. So cork ball, even it is very heavy. When it hits you, you are injured immediately. Therefore, that's why something like the cork ball, but all Nichopmana we have to do, Durga Parameswari is a Chandi. Chanda and Munda, they are very tough Rakshasas. They are the Senadhipatis of Mahishasura, and they are representing Mahishasura before he comes to the battlefield to fight with Amma. So, when Chanda and Munda, the Senadhipatis directions, they were killed, then the Mahishasura enters the war field, as the story goes. So here, that such Senadhipatis prowess and boldness and courage and ability to fight, and also knack in fighting Yuddha, because a warfare, and in especially Durga Saptasati, Durga Ammavaru is a warrior. And warrior who has to mete out so many Rakshasas, that is Mahishasura and his band of people, all Rakshasas. Then we have got Sumbhani Sumbhas and their band of Rakshasas. So these are very tough Rakshasas who caused a great deal of havoc in the nature, in the world, and in the samsara. So they do not put out them, these two goddesses. But when it comes to the extent of that Bhandasura, so he has got the Bhandasura, Vishukra, and Vishanga. These are the three brothers of the Bhandasura. All these three brothers were so powerful that they were torturous to all good people, all dharma, and all religious activity, and all gods. Therefore, you observe the negativity in the world is more than the positivity. It is easy for all people to say no, not even having a ray of thought. But to say yes, they have to take time, they have to think. But people don't usually think, but they immediately jump to say no. And therefore, that no Shakti also is important in order to cut down the no Shakti further. Because negative makes a positive. That's what it is said. So here in this Chandi Kavacham, as we have already noted down the preamble for the Chandi Kavacham, as Chandi Kavasasya Brahma Rishihi Anushtup Chandaha Chamunda Devata Anganya Sokta Mataraha Devata Mataraha Bijam Digbandha Devata Tattvam Jagadamba Prityarthe Saptasati Pathanga Jape Viniyogaha. Then we say Namaschandikaya, and this is what is the preamble, which you need not recite, because already that Upadesham has been given. And you may ask me a question, sir, how are you eligible to talk about Durgamma or Durga Saptasati or Lalita and all that? So I thank my gurus who have initiated me into the Sri Vidya, into this Chandi Patha and all these things. I thank my gurus, just like one as the Satyanarayana for Chandi Satakam, then the Chandi, and then Gunjur Narayan Shastri for Sri Vidya, and also for other many things. Sri Subbera Varasbaruna Shastri. These are all my Veda gurus, Adhyatma gurus, and make namaskar and remembrance to them. We go on with that, so that it will be a part of not only an academic lecture, but also a religious activity, wherefrom we are able to derive. Actually, I have already done this Durga Saptasati Patha to several groups of people hitherto, because I was introduced actually as a part of Upadesham in 1972, or even before, I think 70 or so. So right from then, I have been doing in my own way, and now and then and all that. So Amma is very kind that again she has given opportunity for you and for me to sit together on a virtual meet, so that this will be when recorded and sent separately as Durga Saptasati classes. Then we are able to get hold of that. So now the Chandi Kavacham goes as the dialogue between Markandeya and Brahmadeva. You know, the gurus, the rishis are always our representatives. We don't have knowledge without rishis. And we cannot absorb the knowledge also without rishi buddhi. So rishi buddhi and also rishi. Therefore, we always say, Namo Rishibhyaha, Mantra Krutbhyaha, Namo, that's why, and Mantra Patibhyaha. So Mantra Pati, Mantra Krutu, Mantra. This is all rishis, because rishis are only capable of, through their meditation and tapas, rising up to the seventh layer of the seventh frontier of knowledge, where they can listen to the sounds, the Veda mantra ucharana, Veda mantra, and they come down. We are always there normally in the third or fourth level of consciousness. But ಅದೇ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಪರಹ, ಸದಾ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಪರಹ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಆ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ we can elevate ourselves, rise ourselves to higher planes. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, because in the contemporary times people have no time to sit even for a while and close the eye and make the mind start furthering, because our mind is always looking down the environmental, contextual, and pressures, etc., pleasures and pressures. So, but still we have got the tremendous knowledge given by the rishis, and we have got number of Vedic texts, and beginning from the Veda Samhita, down the Purana, down the epics, down the Stotra literature, and further. So in this kind of opportunity, we have to utilize what is the kind of dialogue. And another interesting Vedic traditional methodology is through dialogues, through upakhyanas, through akhyanas. We are able to get hold of the knowledge. Our knowledge is bequeathed to us. So in Upanishads or in Veda, that's what we call about Samvada Suktaha. See, dialogue hymns in Veda. And in Satava Brahmanas, again, we have got Gnana Sabhas, where some issues are being posed by the rishis, and other rishis have pointed out their opinion, and then that kind of proposition and solution and management and all that has been continued in the literature. Therefore, there is no parallel competition for the Veda Sahitya in the world. That Vedic civilization, so many civilizations have come and gone, but Vedic civilization is alone, live with all people. The Vedic culture itself is the globe, is the light that is showing. Now, the Markandeya and Brahma, please open up the section on Chandi Kavacham in our book. If you don't have book, I have already forwarded that Durga Saptasati book in Devanagari script to all of you in WhatsApp group. So you may download that, or you can buy a small book from the Ragagudda Anjaneya Swami Temple live bookstall, immediately available to you or elsewhere. Because if you have got a book before you, then your focus will be better. Your concentration will be better, and your learning also will be better. Om Markandeya Uvacha. Shivlingaya, please repeat. Markandeya Uvacha.
Om Markandeya Uvacha. Om Markandeya Uvacha.
Om Yadguhyam Paramam Loke.
Om Yadguhyam Paramam Loke. Om Yadguhyam Paramam Loke.
Sarvarakshakaram Drunam.
Sarvarakshakaram Drunam. Sarvarakshakaram Drunam.
Yanna Kasyachitu.
Yanna Kasyachidha. Yanna Kasyachidha.
Akhyatam.
Akyatam. Akyatam.
Tanme Bruhi Pitamaha.
Tanme Bruhi Pitamaha. Tanme Bruhi Pitamaha.
Om Brahmovacha.
Om Brahma Vacha. Om Brahma Vacha.
Asti Guhyatamam Vipra.
Asti Guhyatamam Vipra. Asti Guhyatamam Vipra.
Sarvabhutopakarakam.
Sarvabhutopakarakam. Sarvabhutopakarakam.
Devyastu kavacham punyam.
Devyastu kavacham punyam. Devyastu kavacham punyam.
Tatsrunushva mahamune.
Tachrunasva mahamune. Tachrunasva mahamune.
Prathamam Shailaputri cha.
Pratamam Shailaputri cha. Pratamam Shailaputri cha.
Dvitiyam brahmacharini.
Dvitiyam brahmacharini. Dvitiyam brahmacharini.
Trutiyam chandraghanteti.
Dvitiyam chandraghanteti. Trutiyam chandraghanteti.
Kushmandeti chaturthakam.
Pushmandeti chaturtakam. Pushmandeti chaturtakam.
Panchamam skandamateti.
Panchamam skandhamateti. Panchamam skandhamateti.
Katyayaniti cha.
Shastakatyayani cha. Shastakatyayani cha.
Saptamam kalaratri cha.
Saptamam kalaratriti. Saptamam kalaratrita.
Mahagauriti chashtamam.
Mahagauriti chastamam. Mahagauriti chastamam.
Navamam siddhidatri cha.
Navamam siddhi dhatri cha. Navamam siddhi dhatri cha.
Navadurga prakirtitaha.
Navadurga prakirtitaha. Navadurga prakirtitaha.
Uktanyetani namani.
Uktanyetani namani. Uktanyetani namani.
Brahmanyeva mahatmana.
Brahmanyeva mahatmana. Brahmanyeva mahatmana.
Agnina dahyamanastu.
Agnina dahyamanasto. Agnina dahyamanasto.
Shatrumadhye gatorane.
Shatrumadhye ghatorane. Shatrumadhye ghatorane.
Shame durgame chaiva.
Vishame durgame chaiva. Vishame durgame chaiva.
Bhayartaha sharanam gataha.
भयार्ता शरणं गताः भयार्ता शरणं गताः
न तेषां जायते किञ्चित् अशुभम्
न तेषां जायते किञ्चिदशुभम् न तेषां जायते किञ्चिदशुभम्
रणसङ्कटे
रणसङ्कटे रणसङ्कटे
आपदं तस्य पश्यामि
आपदं तस्य पश्यामि नापदं तस्य पश्यामि
शोकदुःखभयं नहि
शोकदुःख भयं नहि शोकदुःखभयं नहि
यैस्तु भक्त्या स्मृता नूनम्
येस्तु भक्त्या स्मृतानोऽन्यम् येस्तु भक्त्या स्मृतानोऽनम्
तेषां वृद्धिः प्रजायते
येषां वृद्धि प्रजायते तेषां वृद्धि प्रजायते
ये त्वां स्मरन्ति देवेशी
ये त्वां स्मरन्ति देवेशि ये त्वां स्मरन्ति देवेशि
रक्षसे तान्न संशयः
रक्षसे तान्न संशयः रक्षसे तान्न संशयः
एतसंस्थातु चामुण्डा
प्रेतसंस्थातु चामुण्डा प्रेतसंस्थातु चामुण्डा
वाराही महिषासना
वाराही महिषासन वाराही महिषासन
ऐन्द्रीगजसमारूढा
ऐन्द्री गजसमारूढा ऐन्द्री गजसमारूढा
वैष्णवी गरुडासना
वैष्णवी गरुडासन वैष्णवी गरुडासन
माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा
माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा माहेश्वरी वृषारूढा
कुमारी शिखिवाहना
कौमारी शिखिवाहन कौमारी शिखिवाहन
लक्ष्मीः पद्मासना देवी
लक्ष्मीः पद्मासना देवी लक्ष्मीः पद्मासना देवी
पद्महस्ता हरिप्रिया
पद्म अस्ता हरिप्रिया पद्म अस्ता हरिप्रिया
Wonderful. We have recited 10 slokas of Chandi Kavacham, and it has taken hardly 7 minutes for you because 3 times the repetition took place. And now let us look at the meaning and what is the dialogue. You know, in the first set, we have been introduced by Brahmadeva that there are 9 forms of Durgamma, and depending upon the need and necessity. Such as Navadurga, Navavarana Puja, and the Nava is important. And in fact, I had the opportunity and luck to visit Vanadurga temple in Visakhapatnam on the way to Vijayanagaram, where there is in the temple there are 9 Durgas are being, the statues or idols of 9 Durgas have been installed and in a circular manner. And I went on making round all the Navadurgas because beginning from Shailaputri, and that is an important, as we are reciting these mantras, that is the 5 slokas, we have these Navadurgas mentioned, their name, and as the name goes, the meaning also, the work also is being marked out. And it is said that Etani namani brahmana eva mahatmana uktani. It is Brahma who himself initiated these the names of these Navadurgas, suitable for the contextual need. And what are the needs are that it is a punyam. So Mahamune Vipra, these are the two things. Actually, Markandeya Maharshi asked, I want something secret, has been secret for since long time, to be unraveled or opened up now. Similarly, Vishnu Sahasranamam, Yani Namani Guhyani, Tani Vakshyami Bhutaye, they're also there. Similarly, in Lalita Sahasranamam, also it is said, Rahasyamidamakyanam. So that Hayagriva tells Agastya Maharshi is a Rahasyamidamakyanam. So all these knowledge of stotra knowledge or otherwise is taken as a very secret. And that's exactly what Ante Vasinam Acharya, Ante Vasinam Anushasti. So those people who sit close to the Guru, who are very sincere, something like Sishyasteham Sadhimam Prapannam. To such people only, this kind of secret knowledge is imparted, initiated, and urged that they can make upasana of that. So that's why Brahmadeva says, Oh, you Mahamuni, and who are you that you are eligible to be initiated into this? Because you are a Vipra. Vipra means responsive bhakta. Vip means shiver. Vip means to respond. Vip means to answer. That is, Vipras means all those people who are able to practice and also reflect on all that what has been given to that. You have got Brahmachari, a Brahmana, and next stage of Brahmana is called Vipra. Then next stage is what is called Srotriya. So Brahmin is all by birth Brahmin, or by initiation of samskara will be Brahmin, or following the Brahmachari. But Vipratvam is you should be able to reflect. You should be able to know the meaning of the mantras, meaning of all that, and able to reflect and practice all that. That kind of people are called as Vipras. And that's why in our Brahmana Sangha in Bengaluru, they have a magazine called Vipra Nudi, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ನುಡಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಾತುಗಳು. ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣರಿಗೆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವನಿಂದ ಬಂದು ವಿಪ್ರ ನುಡಿ ಅಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಪ್ರ ನುಡಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಸಿ we get plenitude of secret knowledge being imparted in that magazine. So he says that Gukhyatamam, and whatever this knowledge that I am going to reveal to you is not ABCD or chosen people, because it is useful for all people. That Sarva Bhuta Upakarakam. Upakarakam means it is quite helpful for all bhutas. The word bhuta means all people who are born, who are living, who want to make hay of their life upon the earth. To all such inquisitive, working kind of class of people. So that way, when it is said bhuta, anybody is eligible to make prayer to Durgamma. When you look at the Durga Sahasranamam, there is that she is the goddess of all Atavikas, hunters, foresters, and so on. For example, you know that Sri Kalahastiswara, that Bedar Kannappa, what is he? Is not a Brahmin, but the kind of Naivedyam, you know the story, the kind of Naivedyam, the kind of devotion he has shown to Parameswara helped him to get moksha. Like that. So, Sarvabhuta Upakarakam, you Odbodu or Odbardu, Yadu Idu, and like from academic point of view or from a religious merit and benefit, one can do. But before that, you should have a Punyam Kavacham Devyaha. You have to have a Kavachastotra, Kavacha and armor helidinalva. Adu Punyam, that will make you uplifted of your emotions in a positive manner. So, put another upliftment. Papa andre falling. So, punyam. Therefore, ಈ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮದೇವನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ತತ್ರುನುಷ್ವ ಅಯ್ಯ ಮಹಾಮುನಿ, ಯು ಆರ್ ಎ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸೆಡ್ ಮುನಿ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಮುನೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಮಹಾನ್ ಮುನಿ, ಕೇಳಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಏನಂದರೆ, at first we should remember that Devi is going by the name as Sailaputri, as the daughter of Himavan. Secondly, she is said to be the Brahmacharini. That is, she is highly making tapas. Because, Namah Shivabhyam, as Shankara tells, Namah Shivabhyam, Navayauvanabhyam, Paraspara Slishtatapoviradhyam, Nagendra Kanyam, Vrushaketunabhyam, Namo Namah Shankara Parvatibhyam. ಸೊ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೇನು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತಂದರೆ, ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಸೃಷ್ಟ ತಪೋಭಿರಾಡ್ಯಾಂ. ಇಬ್ಬರು ತಪಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಬಟ್ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ತಪಸ್ಸು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದ್ರೇ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಒಂದು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ತಾಗಿ ಮದುವೆ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿ ವೆಡ್ ಲಾಕ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಎ ವೆಡ್ ಲಾಕ್. ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕು, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಗ್ರಹಚಾರ ಕರ್ಮ. ತಪಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಲೋಪ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಆನ್. ಆ ಲೋಪಗಳು, ದೋಷಗಳನ್ನು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಸ್ತೋತ್ರಾಸ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದುರ್ಗಾ ಸಪ್ತಸತಿ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂದರೆ, ಭಾರ್ಯಾಂ ಮನೋರಮಾಂ ದೇಹಿ ಶೀಲವೃತ್ತಾನುಸಾರಿಣೀಂ ರೂಪಂ ದೇಹಿ ಜಯನ್ ದೇಹಿ ಯಶೋ ದೇಹಿ ದ್ವಿಷೋಜಹಿ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರ್ಯಾಂ ರಮಾಂ, ಭಾರ್ಯಾಂ ಅಂತ ಕಳತ್ರ, ಇದರ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಲೇಡಿ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಹಸ್ಬೆಂಡ್, ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ವೈಫ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಭಾರ್ಯಾಂ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಂ ಯಹ ಚರತಿ, ಯಾ ಚರತಿ ಸಾ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚಾರಿಣಿ. ಶಿ ಡಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಸ್ಟೆರಿಟೀಸ್, ತಪಸ್, in order to win the favor of Paramatma. Then Trutiyam Chandraghanta. So Chandraghanta, Ghanta is the bell and Chandra is cool. So she will draw the attention of all people that they will turn to her for worship and pleasing. And therefore, it is not Surya Ghanta, it is a Chandra Ghanta. You imagine. So that is the form of Ammavaru, quite cool, powerful, attractive, and committed for the good of the people. And then she is called Kushmanda. Kushmanda actually means pumpkin. Kushmanda is having a lot of meanings, and that is the manifestation of Devi. And Skanda Mata, she is the mother of Skanda Subramanya Swami. See, today is a Tuesday. Today happens to be Chaitra Suddha Purnima, a very important day among all. So from Purnimas begin from today. And on this day only, you remember for all old students of our Kendra, that we started our Saundar Lahari Yajna probably in 2002 or before, I don't remember exactly the year, 2002 or so, on Chaitra Suddha Purnima, and performed Saundar Lahari Havana. And right from then, Ammavaru is live every month. Third Sunday, 11 o'clock, when you call her, she will be there sitting, accepting the offerings and all that, and blessing all people. So that's why, so she is a Skanda Mata. She is the mother of Subramanya Swami, who is a Tarakasura Samharaka and Loka Bhaya Nashaka, etc. So she is the mother, because the mother is important for the son to make him as a heroic. People say that Jijabai was responsible to make Shivaji to be a wonderful freedom fighter, and he is remembered immortal. Especially in Maharashtra, Shivaji is a god. And we have got Shivaji Fort in Pune even today, etc. So thereby, Matrutva is important. Motherhood. Matrudevo Bhava. So she is taken to be the important, powerful, heroic son's mother. And therefore, it is called Skandamati. That means she comes to fight with the Mahishasura army. In the next, you will be saying that in the subsequent shlokas. And Shashtam Katyayini iti. Katyayini is Durga. Katyayanaya vidmahe Kanyakumari dhimahi tanno Durgya prachodayatu. Katyayana is a Maharshi. And she takes pride to be called as the daughter of Katyayana Maharshi. And therefore she takes the word Katyayini. And moreover, in Bhagavatam, we have got also a vratam called Katyayini Vratam, which is very popular in Andhra Pradesh. And people perform Katyayini Vratam and to please Krishna and get all their fulfillment, more so getting married and all that. So even to get married or get a beautiful match, means suitable allowance, also Katyayini. And Katyayini is again Amavara. So that's why you say, so Kameswara Katyayini Baddha Mangalya Sobhitaye Namo Namaha. So Kameswara gave the Mangalya, and that is Sobha, made others Mangalya also very well. So she becomes the Gauri. That's why all girls before marriage, before they go into that, they will make a Katyayini or Gauri Puja and then go, so that their Mangalya is being fortified, cemented, that the husband lives long and their Suvasiniyattvam also will continue long without much disturbances. That's why we have got the Katyayini. And Saptamam Kalaratri. The seventh one is called, she is called Kalaratri. Kala is night, day, time, and there is night also, night and day make one column, one unit, Ahoratram. So Kala Devi is Mahadevi, she is a Kali Devi and Kalika Devi, and she is important. And she is the mother of Surya Bhagavan. That's why, so in Sarana Prashna, it is said, Ratrer Vatsaha Sveta Adityaha Tamro Varunaha. So this Surya Bhagavan, whole night he will be in the Kala Garbha or Kala Ratri Garbha. And in Benares, probably most of you must have visited, there is one Shakti Ghat, I believe, and there is the temple of Kalaratri Devi. And when we went there, and we had to wait for the opening and puja and all that, so she Kalaratri Devi, she is Bhayankaranga untundi. A naluka, errani nalaka paiki extend ayi untundi. And thereby, looking at the Bhikara Swarupam of Devi, anybody will be scared. Any enemy will be scared very much. So she is called as Kalaratri. And Ashtamam Mahagauri. See, Gauri and Shiva is said to be Gaura, Gauranga, Gauranga Rao antarare. Gauranga is Shiva, and because she married a white man, she also became white. That's both are Himalaya born. That's why in the Shiva Sankalpams, Shivalinga I make you remember. The one Shiva Sankalpa that is basically 26 or so, one Yenand Bharate, Kailasa Sikhara Vasi, Sakhalavasi Himavadgiri Kanyaya Anta. So Himavadgiri Kanya Agirva Hima Alaya Hima daughter Agirva Parvati in the ಕೈಲಾಸದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಶಿವ ಬೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಬ್ರು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ತನ್ಮೇ ಮನಸ್ಸಿವ ಸಂಕಲ್ಪಮಸ್ತು ಅಂತ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಗೌರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಹಾಗೌರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ಗೌರೀಸ್ put together will be a Mahagauri. That is, all ladies ready to be married, are eligible to be married, or getting occasion to get married, etc. They're all called Gauramma. And that's why in our scriptures, Manusmriti or elsewhere, it is said, Ashtavarsha Bhaved Gauri anta heltare. See, a girl gets the christening or name as Gauri. All girls, whatever be their respective nouns, become Gauris the moment they come to 8th year age after birth. So Ashtavarsha Bhaved Gauri. ಆ ರೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗಿಯರು ಗೌರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂಥ ಗೌರಿಗಳಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ಮಾಡುವ ತಾಯಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಮಹಾಗೌರಿ, ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ people do Gauri Puja before marriage, and that's the Brahmi Vivaha condition. You know, there are 8 Vivahas which our Manu and all people have given in Smriti Granthas. Among 8 Vivahas, the Gauri Vivaha, that Brahmi Vivaha is supreme, first one. And last one is called Pisachi Vivaha and all that. Don't worry, that's a different subject. ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಹಾಗೌರಿ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮಾಂಗಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಆದಷ್ಟು ಅವರವರ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಪಾಪಗಳ ಕಮೆನ್ಸರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಮಹಾಗೌರಿ, ಗೌರಿ ವ್ರತಂ, ಕಾತ್ಯಾಯನ ವ್ರತಂ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟಮಂ. ಅಂಡ್ ನವಂ ಸಿದ್ಧಿದಾತ್ರಿ ಚ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ various names, ultimately Mahadavi, Parvati Parameswari, she becomes Siddhidatri. She is the grantor, sanctioner of the success to all people. So she is called Siddhidatri. In fact, she has given Siddhi for Ishvara, for all gods, for everybody. But for her Anugraha, we don't get accomplishments at all. We don't get Yasaha. We don't get Kirti. And you remember, if all you have visited Ujjaini, there is one Siddhidatri temple. And there it is said Vikramarka Maharaja was one of the strong devotees to Siddhidatri Devi, and he was able to establish himself that Vikramarka king is immortal. And next to that Siddhidatri temple, there is a big satram in Ujjaini, and we had a fortune to stay in that Ujjaini, the Satram, for 1 week, because there was one international Vedic seminar in Ujjaini organized, and so we were provided accommodation in that place. And so we had that every day we used to go and have darshan of Siddhidatri. And another important feature there was this Arkaguda, andre ee jilledi chettu మహావృక్షంలాగా ఉంది ఆ టెంపుల్ లోపల, సూర్య భగవాన్. బికాస్ దుర్గా అండ్ సూర్య దే ఆర్ నో బడీ డిఫరెంట్. దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఇస్ సెడ్ ಸೂರ್ಯಬಿಂಬೆ ಪಸ್ಯೆ ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ದುರ್ಗಾಂಬಿಕಾಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ. ಕೊನೆ 3rd ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ರೀಡ್ ದ 3rd ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್, ಇಸಿ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರನ್ನ ದುರ್ಗಮ್ಮನನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಸೂರ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಲಲಿತಮ್ಮನು ಪೂರ್ಣಚಂದ್ರ ದರ್ಶನ ಸೂರ್ಯಚಂದ್ರ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. So today you have the opportunity to see Lalita in the Purnachandra, if Chandra is available to you. And so then next now, so like that Siddhidatri, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಕೀರ್ತಿತಾಹ, ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ನೇಮ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ or mentioned by Brahmadeva to Markandeya, keeping no more secret and making all these goddesses to be of some fruit or phalam to all people. Uktani etani namani brahmana eva. And now, what is the use of worshipping all these 9 goddesses individually or collectively or in other manner? Yenagatandre, now from sloka number 6, 7, 8, 9, you have got the enlisting of the Shruti, Phalashruti. Yenappa andre Durgame Vishme Bhayartaha and Saranangataha and Ranasankate Sthitaha, and for all of them there won't be any kind of failure, Asubham Navidyate. And in fact, those people who are dedicated to Durgamma, they don't have any kind of apadas, difficulties, calamities. And of course, Rama and Durga are same. So Ramarchita in Durga Sahasranamam, you have got the name to her as Ramarchitaye Namo Namaha, Lakshmanarchitaye Namo Namaha anta baratte Durga Sahasranamadalli. Andre Rama, Lakshmana have devotedly worshipped Durgamma to get the Siddhidatra, Siddhi. Therefore, by Aradhana to Siddhidatri aspect of Durga, they became victors over Ravanasura. So Ravana Hanta, even Anjaneya, Hanuman also is a Durga Upasaka. And unless otherwise, he is Sri Vijayopasaka. Unless otherwise, he will not be able to cite Sita Ammavaru in Lanka. Actually, he searched for Sita in Lanka very much. He was disappointed ultimately, and he came to the conclusion not to commit suicide, but stay there only. Keep searching, searching, and to live life, whatever available, hastadana, whatever fruit available, catchable by hand, that I'll pick up and eat and continue to live in this place as a mendicant. So that was the fine determination of Hanuman because of Durga. And Durga Devi gave darshan to him, and that was one. So Sita is nobody but Mahalakshmi, but nobody but Mahadurga, because she brought havoc and total destruction to Lanka. Actually, Mandodari and other people advised Ravana, she is not benefic for your country, for a Rajyam. She is a demon. She is a devilish woman you are keeping. So don't allow. But Ravana never advised. Listen to the advice. Therefore, ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಶೋಕ ಭಯಂ ನಾಸ್ತಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾರಾದರೆ ಈ ಶ್ಲೋಕ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ನೂನಂ ತೇಷಾಂ ವೃದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಜಾಯತೆ. ಈವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದುರ್ಗಾ ನಾಮ ಸಂಕೀರ್ತನೇನಚ್ಚ ದುರ್ಗಾ ಅಂಬಾರು ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ನಾಮಪಾರಾಯಣ ಪ್ರೀತಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಲಿತಾ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮೃತಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಚಾಮುಂಡ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ ಮಹಾತಾಯಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೇತ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾದು ಚಾಮುಂಡ ವಾರಾಹಿ ಮಹಿಷಾಸುರ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಯಾರಂದರೆ ಚಾಮುಂಡಾದೇವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎ ಕಾರ್ಪ್ಸ್, ಹಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮಹಾಕಾಳಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ವಾರಾಹಿ ದೇವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಎ ಬಫೆಲೋ ಮಹಿಷಾಸುನ. And in Aindri, she will be staying upon a elephant. And Vaishnavi, Vishnu emanation, she will be sitting upon the Garuda, the bird, the Vainateya. And Maheshwari, the form of the female energy of Maheshwara, is Maheshwari. She is sitting on Vrusha, bull. And Kaumari, Sikhavahana. Sri Kumaraswami, Shakti is Kaumari. Avulu, Atayi, the sitting on the peacock. Nevilu. And Lakshmi, Padmasanadalli ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. And because, who is this Lakshmi? She is a Haripriya. She is the wife of Vishnu. ಇಂಥ ರೂಪಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾಳೆ. So you have got here in this sloka the mention of the locations. ನೀವು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ದೇವಿಗಳು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಸೀಟೆಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಸಿಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್? ದೆನ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಸ್ಮಶಾನಂ, ಚಾಮುಂಡ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಟು ಯು. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ವಾಮಾಚಾರ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದರ್ ಶೂದ್ರ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಂಗಳವಾರ ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯೆ ದಿವಸ 12 ಗಂಟೆ ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಶಾಣಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಶವದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ ಆರಂತಹ ಆ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಪಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ದುಷ್ಟಶಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಹನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್. ಈ ತರಹ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಪ್ರೇತ ಸಂಸ್ಥಾ ಚಾಮುಂಡ ವಾರಾಹಿ ಐಂದ್ರಿ ವೈಷ್ಣವಿ ಮಹೇಶ್ವರಿ ಕೌಮಾರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಹರಿಪ್ರಿಯ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮಾತರ ಸರ್ವಾಹ, ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಮೆದರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯೋಗ ಸಮನ್ವಿತಾಹ. సో దే ఆర్ ఆల్సో వెరీ బ్యూటిఫుల్. అమ్మవార్లు చాలా అందంగా ఉంటారు. ఎందుకంటే దే ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ లార్జ్ నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ వండర్ఫుల్ ఆర్నమెంట్స్. సో ఈ దేవిಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ವೈ ಎವ್ರಿ ವುಮನ್, ಇಫ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಡೆಕೋರ್ಡ್ with wonderful ornaments and all such embellishments, she will look as a visiting queen. That's why in ಮದುವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಬಾಲ್ಯ ಆಗಲಿ, ಕನ್ಯಾಂ ಕನಕ ಸಂಪನ್ನಾಂ ಸರ್ವಾಭರಣಭೂಷಿತಾಂ ದಾಸ್ಯಾಮಿ ವಿಷ್ಣವೇ ತುಭ್ಯಂ ಅಂತ ಆ ಕೂತಿರುವ ಹುಡುಗ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಈ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿರುವ ಕನ್ಯಾ ಕನಕ ಸಂಪನ್ನ, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ರಿಚ್ ವಿತ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡ್. And Sarvabharana Bhushita, she has got all abharanas in all places of her body. Sarvabharana Bhushita, and she is Mahalakshmi, and joining with it. So all aliyas are considered as Mahavishnus to the parents-in-law. ಹಂಗೆ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಂದೂ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಏನು ಹಿಂದೂ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿಂದೂಯಿಸಮ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸು ಪ್ಯಾಸೆಂಜರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತಿದ್ರು, ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೆ, ಗಿವ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್, ಆಟೋ ರಿಕ್ಷಾ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಪಾಪ ಅವರು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನಿಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಬಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ things. The next class I will continue from this point so that it will be a continuation, because all these are mothers, they are all yogins, they are all very beautiful, they are all decked with, and they are all sitting upon the respective vahanas, and also they are all sitting upon the rathas and having the Sankam, Chakram, Gada, Shakti, Halam, Musalayudham, Ketakam, Tomaram, and Parasum, Pasham, and Kuntayudham, Trisulam, Intha, and Sarangam, Ayudham. All these weapons are being worn by all these respective goddesses accordingly, and they are all ready war goddesses. They are ready to bless you in your house. They are ready to protect you in the war or in the profession or in all those things. So making namaskar to all the matrikas who are very beautiful, who have their vahanas, who are all yoga samanvitas, who have got all these abharanas, and whose names have been mentioned by Brahmadeva to Markandeya Maharshi, and in turn Markandeya Maharshi has passed their names and made no more secret, unraveled all of them to our desk, our mind. Your desk is our mind. And so with this, I think I can stop. We'll continue next in the same next session. Thank you very much. Om Namaschandikayai, Om Namo Devyai, Mahadevyai, Vidyayai, Sri Vidyayai, Satatam Namaha. Yes.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahavidyankaravavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम शांति शांति शान्तिः. हरिः ओम तत्सत्. सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु, श्रीवासुदेवार्पणमस्तु, श्रीवेदपुरुष आशीर्वादोऽस्तु. ओम श्री मातृचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु.